Hey, what's up, fellas? I'm Malicious Female Fan Steve Malicious here with the all-new, in quotation marks, Amazon Fire Tablet 10. This is the one that was released in 2021. I've had it for a few weeks now since it came out, and I was going to do a video on it anyway, but I wanted to put out the video today because for Amazon Prime Day, which has in recent memory become just how many Amazon products do you want in your home day, they're having a ridiculous sale. So this is normally $150, in which case I think this is more of a conversation. But if you're watching this on June 21st, 2021, or Tuesday, June the 22nd, 2021, your job is done. Literally click the link in the description and pick this up for $80, which is nuts. 50% off. If you're getting it for $80, it's a no-brainer. You're not finding a tablet that's going to have the support of an Amazon tablet, the ecosystem of an Amazon tablet with everything that goes into it, Kindle, video, music, Audible. You're not getting that kind of ecosystem for $80 anywhere. Go ahead and buy it. Your job is done. If you're paying more than that, then hang out with Uncle Steve for a few minutes because we got some things to talk about because it's complicated. It's not the cleanest device in the world as far as the feature set. And one big flaw that I've seen that I haven't seen a lot of people talk about that we'll talk about in a moment. So, you'll notice it's pink as well. I understand. If you watch the channel, if you're a fan, there's a lot of pink products that happen around here, but hear me out, okay? Because the choices, they used to get the bright blue, the bright orange. They had a yellow one year, a red. This year, it's black, which I avoid on all electronic devices. Olive drab, which I hate almost as much as black on electronic devices. A denim, a darker denim, which is basically dirty blue. And this. So I went with this. So you're going to have to deal with more lavender on the Steve Malicious Tech channel. So, 32 gigs internal storage. It does have expandable memory, which is quite nice. Let's get out of this because I'm showing you that ahead of time. 3 gigs of RAM. The specs on these things, not overly important. And the reason for that is you're not doing video editing on these. All right? You're not doing photo editing. You're not doing high production value stuff, productivity apps on here for the most part. I'm sure you could get away with some stuff, word processing. Email is not going to be an issue, but anything over that, more intensive games, you're not doing. The thing is, these devices are primarily for content consumption. That's what this is. So what are the two things that you need for content consumption? You need a good screen and you need good sound, good audio. The problem becomes with the audio portion. Maybe I got a defective unit. I don't know. The Bluetooth is awful. Awful. I tried it with 3 different Bluetooth devices. Galaxy Buds, OnePlus Buds, and over the ear, my Soundcore Q30s. Every single one of them was a full second behind in the audio. So when you'd pause it, you still hear talking for the next half second. So much so that the lips were out of sync. It was driving me nuts. It's not an enjoyable experience. Perhaps I got a faulty one. I don't know. But that to me is a major problem. Now, they do include a headphone jack, which is nice because you're going to need it. And the headphone jack, the wired audio, syncs up, no problem. So if you're somebody who doesn't use Bluetooth stuff and you want to take it, you do wired headsets only, you're going to have no problem watching your Netflix and your Twitch and all the rest of it. If you're somebody that relies heavily on Bluetooth headphones, you might want to, and listen, especially for $80, you might want to pick it up. Amazon has an incredibly liberal return policy. If there is a problem, it doesn't work for you, you go ahead and return it and go from there. The second, and that's just one thing I want to highlight, because that's a big problem. When I hooked that up and I was like, this is awful. This is terrible. The other major thing for content is the screen. In years past, they had 1080p for a few years now, but they've been dim. Incredibly dark displays. They had the sharpness. You could tell it was 1080p, but it was just so dim. It wasn't that enjoyable of an experience. They fixed that. These ones in the 2020 version, the 8-inch tablet, and this one now, and the 2019, I think was relatively okay as well. They've gotten brighter, better panels. The brightness is good. The contrast is good. The colors are good. you're going to enjoy watching stuff on this. And I think that's one of the more important things for a tablet like this, is being able to enjoy content, your movies. You're not going to have an issue. Your Kindle stuff, the magazines, the color stuff, the extra stuff that comes with the books sometimes when they have pictures, you can enjoy them in color on here. These are great for kids. They have the kids apps. First tablet for somebody, they throw it around or whatever. It's not the end of the world. Relatively durable with the plastic. In fact, I got mine. I don't know if this is anybody else's experience with these Amazon tablets, but for whatever the reason, when they come in the package, some assembly is required. I hit the back of this and it cracked, like I put in the last clip or something like that. And I had a similar thing happen on my Fire Tablet 8 that I got last year for Prime Day, but that's something. But you can throw them around and not have to worry about it. That's basically the idea. Simple games, Angry Birds type games, those little puzzle games, you're going to be okay on here. Are you running Call of Duty Mobile? No, probably not. But at this price point, you really can't be expecting to do that. The other thing that these things become terribly useful for, if you don't have one already, you can hit this and you get device dashboards. So you can control your lighting. If you have hue lights, if you have whatever else that's controlled through your Amazon product, you could do that right here. You hit the little, it's right on the home screen, like the little tab here at the bottom. You hit the lower left-hand corner, and you can control your lighting, the brightness, the different themes that you have set up, whatever it is, the commands that you have for your lighting or your other home products, you can control them all right from here, so it becomes a big remote. If you want this to be one of those products as well, those Amazon Show Home type devices, you could turn this into a giant show home. So you basically pull down on the tab, it's right there. You make a little one click, and you're over into show mode. So you can set this up on a stand. You could plug it in and have it in a kitchen, in a bedroom. It could set alarms for you. You're looking up recipes. It could display stuff. You could just talk to it. It becomes incredibly useful. And it's the versatility of this that makes it work, because it doesn't really excel at any one thing. They've made them more usable. They've made them more acceptable. But it's just kind of an all-around information tech viewing device. That's what it is. And for that price, that's where you want to be. If you're in the $300 and up, I always thought with tablets, like we were saying, do an iPad. That's it. Buy an iPad and you're done. Anything under $300, and you really should invest in something like a Fire Tablet 10. Because of the things that we talked about, specifically the updates in the ecosystem and the usability that you get with your home networks, with your other devices. It kind of fits in seamlessly, and you do get a lot of stuff done. So basically, the final verdict, if it weren't for that Bluetooth audio, this would be a screaming buy. I mean, for $80, I think you still absolutely take a chance. If it's more than that, be mindful of the Bluetooth thing. Be mindful of the fact that your headset might not work, because if you get caught with that, you're going to be annoyed. Again, if you're a wired person, that's fine. It's got expandable storage, like we said, as well. It's got some nice features. We'll pretend the camera just isn't there. That's fine. It has some nice... These stereo speakers, you don't want to use the top firing ones. If you get anything past about half on the loudness, on the volume, it becomes terribly distorted. You don't want to use it. But for what it is, especially for $80, please... $80, pick one up. Otherwise, exercise caution with what you're getting, but do understand what you're getting at this price point. This is one of the more complete products that you'll get at that price point for tablets as far as the functionality is concerned. If you've made it this far, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you've used one, if you got one, I really want to know about the Bluetooth thing. Hopefully, I'm the only one that experienced that. But until next time, have that Steve-licious day.